Hey guys, it's Sophie. While working on my next animated book review of The Atomic Habits by James Clear, I realized that I didn't really have a good system in place for the next semester. So I started looking, and that's when I got inspired by the bullet journal. And I'm so excited to show you guys how it turned out. It is a really great way to get organized, and I hope it will help you as well to get back on track with your schedule and don't get overwhelmed with all the things on your to-do list. If you're new to bullet journaling, then just check out my description where I will link several resources that I found useful at the beginning. Alright, so let's get started. For my first journal, I actually bought a pre-made bullet journal just to make it easier to start, and I used some Colombo brush pens. So the first page is going to be the key. I'm new to calligraphy, so I'm gonna write everything with pencil first and then go over it with the brush pen. So the circle is going to signify my tasks. If it's filled out, then it has been completed. A dash is a note, a star is something important, and since I use the Pomodoro technique for productivity, if I've done a 25-minute Pomodoro session, then I'm going to color my Pomodoro. So my next spread is going to be the index. As I didn't really like this title, I went over it with my pen and made some nice cactus out of it. What I really like about this pre-made journal is that all the pages have dots, so it's really easy to draw lines or separate sections. Now that this part is done, I'm going to divide the page into two columns. The first column is going to be for the page number, and the second one is for the description. I do the same on the next page. And then the next spread, since I'm starting in November, is going to be my cover page. Again, I'm new to calligraphy, so it takes me quite a long time to write a nice title. Now I'm just gonna draw some nice paper planes, which is quite easy to draw because I didn't want to overcomplicate it for my first try. And now I'm going over it with a brush pen. Again, it takes quite a long time at first, but everything comes with practice. The more you practice this kind of writing style, the easier it's gonna become. Alright, and now I use my Stabilo pen to go over the paper planes. Alright, and then I use my Colombo brush pen to color it nicely. And that's my cover page. The next page is going to be my YouTube schedule, because for me it's really important that I stay accountable to myself and to you guys and upload regular videos. So because of this, I'm gonna have my YouTube schedule right next to my November cover page. And I just divide the page into several sections for the days and weeks of the month. And I'm going over everything with a nice brush pen. And then write the weekdays. And just erase everything that I wrote with a pencil. And now I'm just gonna highlight all these days just to make it a little bit nicer. Alright, so my next spread is going to be a monthly overview, which is a little bit bigger than my YouTube schedule. And it was inspired by Amanda Rich Lee's November spread. And I just divide the page into 7 columns for the 7 weekdays. And as you can see with the dots, it's really easy to just count the dots and then draw the lines. And I make some mistakes, so it's great that I started with a pencil. Alright, this part is done. So now I'm gonna write the weekdays with calligraphy. And after it's done, I can go over it with a brush pen again. Alright, and now I go over my monthly grid. And I'm just gonna write all the numbers of the month here. And just when you do this, just pay attention to start on the right day of the month. And I'm just gonna add some extra things because it's very empty on the left side. So I'm gonna write November there, go over it with a brush pen, and then just add some nice leaves. Alright, so my next spread is going to be my habit tracker. So I'm going over my calligraphy with a brush pen, highlighting it. This takes a very long time actually, just writing all the numbers of the days of the month. But in the end it's worth it because then you have a nice overview of all the habits that you would like to have. Alright, the next page is going to be my study page. As my semester started and I'm kind of getting a little bit stressed out about all the exams that are coming up. So I decided to track how many hours I actually study. And I think this is not the best design of my journal, but it's gonna motivate me to study more hours so I can have nicer lines. Alright, and the next spread and final spread is my weekly spread for this week. So that I have a weekly overview of all the tasks and events that are upcoming. Alright, and then the design for this week's spread is going to be cactus. So I'm drawing a nice cactus for every day of the week. Hopefully I will improve on my doodles as well, but for now this is what I have, and I'm just gonna color it. Alright, so let's go over my journal now. We start with the key, and then we have an index page, November cover, YouTube schedule, monthly overview, habit tracker, study schedule, and my weekly overview. That's it. I hope you found this video useful. If you found any bullet journal trackers that you really liked, then share it down in the comments below. I would love to be inspired by you. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon if you haven't already, so that you get notified if I upload a new video. Thank you for watching and see you next time. Bye!